This is Ursa, the bear. She stands at 18 meters tall, weighing 22 tons. The bulk of the machine made out of good old English oak, and the throwing arm forged by 2 ash trees. And you here will carry her to siege London. For we intend to besiege the city, claim back the throne from Edward. For this the Trebuchet is key, for we can hammer down the city walls or create havoc within. Now traditionally, trebuchets will be loaded by a team of animals, horses or oxen, towing down that throwing arm. But the problem with siege, they last weeks, sometimes months. And you risk your animals becoming food for your soldiers, for your enemy could cut off your supplies. Then you have no way of loading your trebuchet. So, somebody somewhere thought of using the technology of a crane. The cranes that have helped build structures across Europe. Churches, abbeys, cathedrals, city walls, and castles like our own at Warwick. So our trebuchet is state-of-the-art in design. It's those wheels on the side of her. Those are the crane wheels. 2 inside linked with a central axle. A rope is tied to the end of the throwing arm, led down to a pulley at the back, then connected to that central axle. So, we use our soldiers to load our trebuchet. 4 soldiers, 2 to climb inside each wheel. Their job is simple. Walk in the wheels, powering round those wheels which weigh over a ton, powering down that throwing arm, and lifting that box you can see slowly rising in the centre. That is the ballast, the counterweight, the source of our energy for our trebuchet. That counterweight box weighs 1 ton when it's empty. We have filled it with almost 5 tons of rocks. So when we pull that trigger, we will launch a projectile with great energy and great power, and we will destroy our enemy where they stand. Now we have heard word. A small Yorkist force approaches Warwick with cannon in an attempt to slow our advance upon London. But I am positive when they meet Ursa, we will send those Yorkist swines running back to London with 15,000 Lancastrian soldiers not far behind. So I say to Edward, do your worst. Bring your force and bring your cannon, for you will be met with a rain of arrows and fire. A Warwick awake! Archers, protect the machine!
This winding job is the worst. Run faster, wind harder, that's all right for him to say. The pain in my legs is excruciating, and I've more winds of this wheel to come. The worst part is the sickness. These wooden wheels are full of slats that create a flickering light effect when we wind. It makes us dizzy, which brings on the sickness. If you know what's good for you, you swallow it down. Throwing up when the floor becomes the ceiling every 5 seconds isn't pretty. Not only that, but you fall over for sure. The wheels are extremely slippery when wet, and whether it's the sick or the rain, to fall over is the worst thing that can happen to a winder. I'd be carried to the top of the wheel and fall on the axis, breaking me back for certain. I just keep running and looking ahead as much as I can. This job is often given to blind people. They don't suffer with the sickness then, you see. Giving up and falling out of the wheel isn't an option either. I promise you, it's not worth the lashings you get if you try. I suggest we keep winding. Just think about it. It eases the pain. Well, it works for me anyway. Come on, mate. Not long now until that rope's free.
Come on, men! Get off those wheels! You're winding like a maiden, men! Come on! The enemy is close now, and I'll show them what we are made of. As Trebuchet Master, Ursa is my responsibility, and it's my job to keep her turning and keep these lazy dogs moving. I am a master of warfare, and this machine is my finest weapon. This machine can shoot a projectile 300 meters at 150 miles per hour. If I don't operate her with absolute precision, if this arm releases accidentally, it will decapitate me in an instant. But I don't have time to worry about that. I have to shoot this machine every 6 minutes, or the Kingmaker Neville will have my head. There is no room for error. This is war, and we have to win. I could go easy on our enemy and fire dead and rotting animals. Pigs or horses are a good choice. These spread disease among their camps, killing them off slowly. But why would I do that when I could send the pale face heads of their Yorkie spies back at them? Send them a message that we are strong and will not give up without a fight. It's time to show these Yorkies what we are made of, and use the ultimate missile that will strike fear into the hearts of even the most valiant of knights. A fireball!
Trebuchet Master, I want this machine to loose on my command. Men of Warwick, today is not the day we bow to Yorkist law. We will stand proud by our castle, and we will march for the crown. We will march for the true king. We will march to our victory. A Warwick, a Warwick! Trebuchet Master, one more shot from that cannon, that machine will be destroyed. Move! Trebuchet Master, it is time. Begin the shooting sequence. Take the chain. Pull the pin. Prepare for launch. Light the projectile. Trebuchet Master, hold! Hold! Launch! Ladies and gentlemen, the Warwick Castle Trebuchet!